Hi, I'm the Rap Critic, and this was a request by Connor Killinger. And if you'd like to join my Discord, see episodes early, or make requests for reviews, check out my Patreon where you can help keep the show going, plus see what I'm up to in between episodes. Or if you just want to do a one-time donation, check out my Ko-fi page, where you can request song reviews as well as film reviews for my movie podcast. So let's talk about the dark period of being an Eminem fan.
Yes, I make R&B, I sing song and go ring it strong, ching chong 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 ching.
Now, I've made no secret about considering Encore to be the absolute lowest point of his career, the point where Eminem lost the plot of who he was as an artist. The humor was eye-rollingly childish, the rhyme schemes were weak and repetitive, and the subject matter about his family problems that made him stand out as a unique artist was starting to feel like a crutch. And after such a cornball of an album, he decided to call it quits, announcing his retirement, which, as we all know, doesn't count features, compilations, and bonus tracks, rendering the term basically useless and more of a PR campaign that in hip-hop parlance might as well be code for, hey guys, give me an extra year to work on this next one. Hell, if your retirement and comeback album took less time to make than a Frank Ocean album, you didn't goddamn retire. But in that slightly extended album hiatus, just to make it seem extra unconvincing, he released a best-of album with 3 new tracks, 2 of which got music videos. Yeah, you know that whole ingenious marketing gimmick a bunch of artists did for best-of albums in the 2000s to give people incentive to waste money buying songs they've already heard? And man, if Encore was the reason why he should have called it quits, these bonus tracks rubbed it in more just how creatively bankrupt he was. There was the 57th melodramatic ode to Haley, the embarrassingly immature humor of, well, this. And the most bland of them all, the commercial club side of him that was just really starting to rear its boring head. I remember being absolutely baffled by his appearances on club-ready songs, like his uncharacteristically sleazy verse on that Lean Back remix, and of course the pinnacle of no one asked for this features, that was his verse on Akon's Smack That. And then there was Shake That, with the most generic club song title I ever expected from the guy. In fact, I remember never actually listening to the song all the way through at the time. And, I mean, could you blame me? Oh, you made another simplistic club jam with an R&B singer using basically the same title, demonstrating that the once crazy and spontaneous personality of Slim Shady is clearly imitating a formula to snag another quick hit? Yeah, no thanks, I'm good. Although, now that I've gone back and listened to them all again, I gotta say, I think the Mindless Club song might have actually been the best one. Starting off with the fact that you've got the incomparable Nate Dogg instead of Akon doing the guest singing, which is already a mountain's worth of difference, as he hits some of the smoothest lines and lowest notes in his register.
Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat.
Only Nate Dogg's panty-melting growl can make a line this played out still sound cool.
Hit your ass off the wall with your 2 left feet. It's real easy, just follow the beat.
Although, I gotta call it out, what the hell is up with this video? Like, goddamn, this is awful. People on Newgrounds were making better shit than this. Hell, the more I think about it, it was probably this sub-Snoop Dogg's blue carpet treatment quality animation that made the song come off way worse than it actually was. Although, if you've gotta make a music video for an Eminem strip club song, wow, that's a sequence of words I never thought I'd say. I guess anything is less awkward than the actual side of Eminem saying these lyrics while getting grinded on by a stripper and trying to look like a ladies' man who didn't make his career off of countless songs about killing women. Doesn't make this any more enjoyable, though.
Get buzzed, get drunk, get crunk, get fucked up.
Man, nothing sounds more off-brand than Eminem using the word crunk. However, as I got into his verse, I do have to say he actually maintains a pretty lyrical flow throughout the track.
Hit the strip club, don't forget ones, get your dick rubbed, get wasted, shit-faced it, pasted, blasted.
Like, this is probably the best Eminem strip club song we were ever gonna get. At the very least, it's kind of interesting to hear how he leans into the awkwardness of it all, painting himself as a pathetic mess of a man trolling for strippers while barely able to hold his liquor.
Hit the bathroom sink door, wipe your shoe clean, got a routine going, still got a few chunks on them shoestrings showing.
Walking around with trace amounts of vomit on your shoes? Yeah, that's about how I'd expect a strip club outing with Eminem to go.
When I was dehydrated to the beat vibrated, I was revived as soon as his BS gyrated them hips, and that was it. I had to get Nate Dogg, get his thing some shit.
And this is one of those moments where the strange accents he was doing around that time actually works in this context. Like, yeah, I can totally imagine Eminem feeling awkward around hot chicks and reverting to a hick accent he used to have when he was a teenager or something. Seems a hell of a lot more believable than the other weird accents he did. And not that I'm against using accents at all, but man, oh man, did it sound forced and bewildering whenever he did it. I can only imagine what his thought process was. I figured out how to switch up my style. I'm gonna rap these lyrics like the crab from The Little Mermaid. Then it'll almost sound like I'm not making the 5 millionth song about doing drugs and killing women. It'll sound like someone else is making the 5 millionth song about doing drugs and killing women. Oh man, I'm a genius. But M is never given too much time to say dumb shit before Nate Dogg comes in like the straight man to his goofy antics, spitting game with his buttery vocals about picking up chicks.
Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. Don't let that fine girl pass you by. Look real close, cause strobe lights about to have.
For real, it was a good idea to give Nate Dogg such a big chunk of the song against Eminem. The less chance for Shady to say something awkwardly offensive, the better.
Some girls think act retarded. Some girls are body.
I always speak too soon. But okay, to put it in context, he's talking about how he only wants to holler at women who don't mess around about what they want sexually. He wants a chick that's into what he's into and wants to get right down to business.
I'm looking for a girl that will do whatever the fuck. I want a bitch that sit at the crib with no panties on. Knows that she can, but she won't say no.
So yeah, he wants a chick that'll enthusiastically consent to the freaky shit he's into. As opposed to Eminem, who
Pop a little champagne and a couple of these, slipping in a bubbly.
just bragged about slipping drugs into women's drinks. You know, based on jocular lyrics like this, maybe it's animated because they just couldn't get any real women to be in the video. And sure, he said ecstasy and not roofies, but if you're making a song for women to want to dance to, maybe don't mention slipping drugs in their drinks at all. It's just a thought.
Tonight I want a slut, would you be mine? Heard she was freaky from a friend of mine.
And seriously, what's up with the trend of rap songs where guys tell other guys about how freaky another girl is? Who would just go up to a girl and say, hey, I heard you did freaky stuff with him, now do it with me? Even in a strip club, like, if you want to get her to do something strange for a little piece of change, why would you blab to her that someone else told you she did it? Wouldn't you be trying to keep it hush-hush so she wouldn't feel uncomfortable about doing it again for someone who, you know, could keep their mouth shut about it? I hear this a lot in rap songs where guys are like, yo, my man told me you were a freak, but like, in real life, what type of loose-lipped dickhead would even confess to being the guy that spread that rumor around, much less put it in a song?
Now I hope you don't get mad at me, but I told Nate you was a freak.
Well, alright. Feels appropriate, at least. We then end with what at least looks like an accurate depiction of Eminem in the song, as the video just shows him standing in a drunken stupor with no women around him, yelling at a girl who's probably trying to avoid his gaze as he yammers on about how much he wants her. Sure she is, pal. Right after we get you some water and a good night's rest. Well, overall, I'd give this a 3 out of 5. It has just enough variation going on with Nate Dogg showing off his incredible range, and Eminem is serviceable enough as a comic foil to his star of the show presence, but the wackiness of some of the lyrics, exacerbated by the dopey video, prevents it from being the strip club banger they probably wished it was. However, someone did make a Vaporwave remix mashup in 2016 that cut out some of Eminem's vocals and kicked some of the cool back into it.
Get your ass on the wall with your 2 left feet. It's real easy, just follow the beat.
This is working in the weirdest way. Well, that's the episode. Leave a like if you liked because it helps, comment if you have something to say because it helps even more, and hit the subscribe button and the bell because it helps the most. Oh, and if you'd like to request a song for me to review, or if you like my stuff and want to support the show, go to patreon.com/rapcritic, where you can request songs, see episodes early, and talk with me and fellow fans on my Patreon Discord. And if you want to get some RC merch, follow me on social media, listen to my podcast, or support the show on Ko-fi or Patreon, you can see all the links in the link tree below. So check all that fun stuff out, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.